Yo, everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brandon, and you are watching the Moncomics Big Five Live, a monthly show where I scour YouTube for other content creators that enjoy collecting comic books. I gather them all together and I bring them on to show some books off. I ask them to bring 5 books. They could be favorites from their collection, recent pickups, favorite stories or artists, or a combination of both, just to stoke that comic conversation. And I've only done a few, obviously since everything went down, a few live streams, but I've been wanting to have these guys on as a group for quite some time now. I've had a couple of them individually, but they come together like Voltron to form a much bigger conglomerate and bring a lot of comic content YouTube and pop culture YouTube, really, with such shows as New Keys and Hot Comics, film and box office news. They also just kind of a fill in the blanks show. They cover a bit of everything in nerd pop culture. They have great charm, great charisma. I've been fortunate enough to meet one of them in person, and I would hope to meet the rest someday at some con. Usually I bring them out one by one, but I'm just going to bring out the whole crew tonight. Please, chat, help me welcome the Council of Comics. Some amazing YouTube content creators. We've got Cliff, we got C Bizzle, we got Phil, we got Green Shirt Guy, and we got Sam, the producer. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. Holy shit, the holidays are here.
They are.
Thank you for having us.
Green Shirt Guy is actually wearing a green shirt today.
I am. I actually thought about it.
We don't call him Green Shirt Guy for no reason.
I told Cliff, if Green Shirt Guy's not wearing a green shirt, people are going to. So how are you guys?
Good, man.
Yeah.
Holidays coming up. Just finished buying some gifts. I'm done with my gifts, so I can just relax for the next 48 hours. Yeah.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
I got a 5-day weekend. So
oh my.
I save all my
vacation Friday.
I save all my vacation time for this year because I love being with my kid, and there's nothing going on at the school I work at, so I have like 17 days off in a row.
Nice.
I do a lot of reading. My wife gets sick of me by the end of it, but I love being with my kids. So it's fun to hear everyone else is living through some kind of hell like I am. Guys, can you please tell me and the chat the origin of the Council of Comics? How did you guys all decide that this was going to become a thing?
Huh. I guess I would take that one. So funny enough, these 4 guys right here weren't the original. There's like a Council of Comics before the Council of Comics. It kind of started with Steve and Sean, and we were just going around comic shops, just having fun. It was the pandemic. It was like, I'm going to start this channel. Do you guys want to do anything? Blah, blah, blah. Then we would go to different comic shops every week. One week we ended up in Hyde Park because we had seen a comic shop called Alterniverse, and this was. He wasn't in the store that he's in now. He was in another store. When we walked in, he had like plastic sheets up, everything. So it was like, okay.
Well, that's right. So you came before because at one point during the pandemic, he had the books outside.
No, I'd never seen the inside.
And then you would pick them up on the sidewalk.
All I ever knew, or we ever knew, was the plastic sheets up. And I remember Anthony going like this first time I ever met him, coming around the plastic sheet like, hey, how can I help you? And I was like, okay. We bought some comics, blah, blah. It was a cool talk. And then we came back a second time, but the shop wasn't there. He had moved to the shop he's at now. And so we would go every week or so, bring some books to get graded, this and that. And then I started to meet people. Then Cliff showed up one day, and I know Cliff from high school. From junior high school. So I was like, oh, small world. He's like, this is your comic shop. I was like, oh, we've just been coming up here. It's not necessarily my comic shop. But week after week coming up and then meeting everybody, Green Shirt Guy, all the rest of them. Phil I met a little bit later. And then we just started. I just thought, like, hey, I'm going to film some stuff. Is that cool with everybody? You want to do this, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, yeah. So, and then these guys kind of like Sean and Steve went on to do other things. And they kind of like, filled in the spots and just grew from there to what it is right now. A team of like 10 plus. that
And Seabizzle just came on one week, and Sam's like,
Yeah.
"Hey, do you want to stay forever?" And he's like, "Oh,
I was
Can we
kidnapped
keep
by
them all?
Cliff. Yeah, I was kidnapped by Cliff.
all I
He
said
sent me
was,
coming
hey,
back.
Seabizzle, you want to come hang out with us sometime?" That was it. Sam's like, "Do you want to stay forever?" And Seabizzle's like, "I've never been offered forever before."
There's another team
You
of
had me at
creators.
hello.
The comic book canon kind of have a similar story. They started with a group of different people, and it's evolved. And how many years have you guys been doing this now together as this proper council?
It's about 3+ years.
Is it 3?
3+ years. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely started in 22.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
So, like,
all right. So if you
Wait. The 2021 was when the pandemic happened.
right, so
And then
like
I had been doing it
before-
for about a year or so, and then they came and we started up 2022. So
right. So I counted. So this is terrible. Because I'm the self-centered one. I counted from when Sam interviewed me at Albany Comic-Con, and there was like literally nobody else there. So he's just following me around. We're buying books, and I'm talking to everybody. And then I was like, "Oh, I'd love to continue doing this with you." And then we slowly built. And then Phil is literally walking around in the background of a couple of Sam's shots. And Sam's like, "Do you want in on this?"
That's right.
and then our very first live stream, it's me, Sam. Is Phil in our first live stream?
No.
No.
I've seen the first one.
Two other people never to be seen again, right?
Because they got in a fight. Be honest, they got in a fight.
Right, because they got into
Well-
a fight, and so anyhow, it just kept growing and growing.
Well, the first one wasn't a live stream. Thank God we pre-recorded the first
oh, that's
one.
right, that was pre-recorded. Yes.
We
Well,
pre-recorded
and
that first one.
that's how I joined. Because you're like, I can't do this with these two again. And you're like, and you came to me like, "Hey, what are you doing on Mondays?" I'm like, yeah.
Well, one of them flat out said never again. Like he's like,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm completely done. I got better things to do with my time. I got kids to raise. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, green shirt guy came in, and then they all know Phil way longer than I have, right?
Yeah.
And then one day this guy just shows up at the shop, right? I don't know who this guy is, and he's just standing around looking, and I'm like, okay, this guy's new. I don't know if and I'm trying to talk to him like he's never been to the shop before and stuff. And as I start to realize, Phil knows all these people more than I do, and I was like, there's something special about that guy. and Phil's the heart.
I was gonna
Definitely the
say,
heart.
when you said 3 years, like it's crazy, or over 3 years, how fast that time goes,
Mhm.
But then like to have stories like that on top of it is pretty wild. What was the fight over? Did someone call Spider or something? And that
Oh
was
my
it?
God, it's so ridiculous. So ridiculous.
We could tell the story without saying the names, Cliff, if you want
Yeah,
to
you
tell
could-
the story.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if I remember correctly, was this one because someone called somebody old? Because that was one of the fights.
Well, this event, I think this erupted from somebody getting left somewhere.
Oh, right, he got left at a con, and he says, "I don't know
Is
why you
that
drove
still
off
from
on me."
that?
Yeah.
Oh my God, we lost.
We lost
we lost
for
Ronaldo.
sure.
We lost-
That happens. He'll be back again.
So yeah, it stemmed with. So there was a Comic-Con or a little comic book show in Beacon, New York, and they had gone together. And one dude was like, "Yeah, I'll be your ride," and the other guy's like, "Yeah."
I can't hear.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
So if that's from that, I didn't realize it was still from that.
It starts with that.
Yeah, that's what I gathered from the clip of it I saw.
Jeez, because if I remember correctly, and I wasn't there, so I'm just getting the secondhand story on that. The person who got left behind told the person who left him behind, "Go ahead and go. I'll get a ride. Don't worry about it." And then got pissed off later.
Yes. That is the
You
story.
guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't hear you guys. My wife just put in her AirPods.
No. Jeez.
I'm shutting them
So
down.
does your wife hear
So
us now?
her ears are bleeding right now from all the loud conversation.
Hello there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. They keep connecting.
She hears us.
It's like it happens to me all the time when my so these are the ones I take to work. Occasionally they'll just automatically connect to my
when I'm in my
iPad.
car, my earpods do it too. Like I'll be driving and then the phone will just connect to the earpods. And I'm like, bro, I'm driving. I can't,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, mine sometimes they'll be sitting, they won't even be in here. Like they'll be in the living room and it just connects. I'm like, because that's why I'll say to you, I can't hear anything, but you guys can hear me.
Can you hear us now?
Hey.
No, okay. Testing. Mic check 1, 2.
Well, so I don't know if you still can't hear us, right?
No.
No,
Right.
So I woke up late, guys, and I'll show them to you because I'm still finishing them up. I meant to bring these in CBiz. I'll just send yours in the mail, but
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
nice.
I like that.
Oh, why?
Yeah.
I look too.
How come I can't hear you?
I hear you.
My eyelashes are too long. That's
hear
funny.
you.
Like,
they'll be done. They'll be done soon. I still
Well,
got to
you
do
got-
Benny, but other than that,
very nice.
You do got long eyelashes, but I just didn't want to say that to nobody.
I like my.
I mean, yeah, I ain't say they were bad. I just said they were long.
I'm just saying.
Like when I stare
You know,
longly into your eyes, I see them.
you know,
Look
a lot of women
deep
would
into the
kill
pit
for
of
long
my eye.
eyelashes like that.
Right?
Oh my God, the eyelash craze
Can you guys
has
hear
gone
me?
out of control.
nightmare.
Yes.
Yes,
I
yeah.
can't hear you guys at all.
Well, why don't? Oh, he can't hear us.
Let me throw
So
this in the private chat.
yeah. So out there, in Moncomics land, we are the Council of Comics. We're gonna be taking over all the audio right now
This
until we
is
get this figured out.
What do they call it when it's not an invasion, but it's
Yep.
like
Sorry,
something
guys. Just give me a moment here.
is taken over by somebody else for a shift or whatever on a television station or radio
Every
station.
time stuff like this happens, I only think of Comics Tom taking over Sticky.
Oh, Jesus. You guys there?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Holy son of a...
You can hear us now?
I'm using her computer because
Just turn off the Bluetooth.
I told her, click. Well, then I had to reactivate my mic. I am so sorry, guys. All right.
No worries, no worries.
No problem.
Son of a biscuit.
You haven't been watching one of our other shows when we had technical difficulties, so
Yeah, right.
we're good.
Dude.
So just to recap real quick, Moncom. So these two guys, right? There's these two guys. They'll be nameless. They were on the first episode, but what happened was one of them left another one at a con, a local con. Supposedly,
allowed to.
mixed communication, whatever. So later on, down the line, on the show, you know, we're having a normal show, what it is, and then I guess one guy made a comment to one guy, and then it didn't like that comment. He made it back, and all of a sudden, explosion, World War III. And so what you see if you watch the first episode is it's right before it. I cut it out, and then you see us cut back in, and they're not there anymore. Yeah.
Oh my God. That is intense.
But
Were
if
they
you know
fisticuffs?
those two, it's not that surprising.
It's not that surprising at all.
Were there fisticuffs involved?
No, 'cause
No, it was online.
Oh.
Because it was online.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
there might have been a gun pulled earlier. If it wasn't
No, that comes later. That comes later.
Much later.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
mad. I now know who y'all talking about now.
Yeah.
I would usually say hi to the chat, but we're a little bit behind because of my technical difficulties. So I appreciate everyone tuning in. We will do a giveaway that Mike from Lunch Money Comics was kind enough to offer up. That will be at the end of the show. So stay tuned. We're going to get started right off showing some comics with my boy Cliff.
Oh.
Cliff, what'd you bring for your first comic, my friend?
For my first comic, I brought a gift to me from Spidey's Powder Tumblers. It's Spectacular Spider-Man number 28, and it's a newsstand, but it's my very first Mark Julius.
Ooh.
No, here we go.
Okay.
Ooh.
So I thought
Fancy.
that was a nice way to open things up.
That's a great cover.
It's a cool cover, yes.
Yeah.
Is there any key significance to that book, Cliff?
No, unfortunately, other than it's a Mark Jewelers. Because this guy, Cryon, whatever his name is, he's already made an appearance in the book by this point.
Hey,
And he
still
also made an
beautiful.
appearance in the video game Maximum Carnage, by the way.
Ooh, Maximum Carnage. I forgot about that. He's there too.
That was clutch. That was awesome. Well done, Cliff. All right, Sam.
Speaking of video games, my PS4 won't boot up today.
Son of a
It
bitch.
told me it wouldn't recognize my hard drive.
Oh no!
Okay, I'll show Star Wars Heir to the Empire #1.
Oh, I got that behind me.
This was the adaptation to the novels that came out in the 80s, late 80s, and we had no Star Wars for, I say it was about like 6-7 years or something like that. Then all of a sudden these novels dropped, Heir to the Empire, and it was the only Star Wars we had, and it was amazing seeing the continuation. But this comic was great because then they brought that to life, and they drew it out so you can actually have a visual. First appearance of Grand Admiral Thrawn, who's one of my favorite characters of Star Wars of all time.
Amen.
You know what I mean? Like, for a guy that has no powers, his brain is literally his power. And if I was under a respected officer, honestly, he's not a good guy, he's not a bad guy, but he does the right thing when he's supposed to do it. So this is one of my faves right here.
The Timothy Zahn trilogy was it was amazing, and
yeah,
I'm a huge Star Wars fan too. So that's on my list to get. But I
hoping that what's his face? Who's the guy in charge now? Filoni supposedly is adapting Heir to the Empire.
Just give it to us. Just
give it to us.
Well, that's the series that even Lucas years ago said, look, this isn't what I was planning, but this is better than I was going to do. So, yeah, this is canon now.
Yeah.
Great first choice, Sam. Any Star Wars, I'm a huge fan of. C. Bizzle.
Okay, so I have a theme. These are, and the video's coming out next week. These are the 2025 Grail books. I call them Grails, they're mini Grails, that I wanted to add to my collection this year. So, we're going to do the first book I'm going to show y'all tonight is Web of Spider-Man issue number 36.
First Tombstone, nice.
First Tombstone. I noticed this year, out of any year of me trying to complete my Grails, this year was probably one of the more easier ones because a lot of the comic prices has been dropping on key books. And I wanted to get this as quickly as I can because I keep hearing rumors that Tombstone is coming to the MCU. So I want to hurry up and get this Web of Spider-Man. So Web of Spider-Man 36 is my first book.
Yeah, that everyone should own that book. Tombstone, an awesome villain. Tombstone's coming to the screen. Hope they do him justice. Got you, Chris.
I agree.
All right, Phil, what do you got for your first book, man?
I was at New York Comic Con when this was brand new, and I just lucked in to be at the right spot in Artist Alley where I didn't really have to wait in line for the signature. So it's Transformers #1.
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
New York Comic Con exclusive cover, and I got it signed by Daniel Warren Johnson.
Wow.
So
and you didn't get it graded?
I'm jealous.
I haven't gotten it graded yet. No, it was just
you're styling and profiling over there.
So yeah, I need to get them graded.
Yeah.
Have you been a Transformers fan forever, or did comics get you into Transformers?
A little bit more comics. It wasn't like I didn't know the hype about Transformers. I definitely did. I just didn't follow it as much. So it wasn't like a toy I actually had.
No, all my rich friends had all the toys. I didn't. If I think I had the cheaper ones, yeah. My friends had. You go to their house and you knew if they had like the big scorpion transforming toy, you're like, oh, these people got money. These people got money because they like my house.
Star Wars and Masters of the Universe, though, I was really into.
Well, that's it was like what $199 a Star Wars figure, $299. Master Universe started pushing it towards like $3.99 and $4.99, and we're like, whoa. Well, they are big. They were more affordable. Yeah, I remember Turtles were like the first $5 toys, and my parents were like, absolutely not. No.
What are we made?
That's 5 gallons of gas back in the day.
Right.
Right. Well done, green shirt guy. I'm interested to see what you pick.
So mine's toy related too, much like you were saying. I was probably more into this because the toys were cheaper and I could get like 2 or 3 of them, whereas Transformers expensive. So not anything special about this book other than I had it and read it until it fell apart and then lost it when I moved and then have since replaced it. But G.I. Joe Special Missions #2.
Oh, okay, green shirt
There's
guy.
nothing special about this book other than it was special to me.
That Mike Zeck cover right
And
there.
then now I have it again. I actually have the whole series now, but this one specifically, I read this one over and over and over.
Yeah, I was watching. I almost couldn't do the show tonight because I'm watching Sam's TV on the back has G.I. Joe going. As kids, we were constantly rotating 2 cartoon movies. It was the Transformers movie, and it was the G.I. Joe movie.
Oh, greatest intro ever, G.I. Joe the movie. Oh my
When
goodness.
Pythona runs through the friggin' Cobra Terrordrome in 2 seconds. Yeah, as a kid, they're like, we're gonna hook every kid, every adult. That opening was the sickest. And then Transformers is like, we're gonna teach these kids how to deal with letdown. We're gonna kill crime in the first 15 minutes.
They would do it to G.I. Joe as well.
Yeah.
They changed it.
Yeah. He's in a coma.
He woke up, everybody.
Duke's gonna be all right.
I had the GoBots. My parents were like, you like these Rock Lord things?
I love the GoBot. Look, I got a special place in my heart for the GoBot.
All right. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well done. I'm liking where this is going so far. If let's just keep showing Transformers and G.I. Joe.
I'm gonna point you.
All right. So this book is it just represents something that I've been going after. So when I had the fire, I lost all my raw books, and since September, I couldn't get any big books a lot as I usually would, working overtime and stuff. But I told myself I was going to go after this run because there's not too many in it, and most of them are pretty inexpensive. You can find them in back bins. So this book signifies it's actually one of like the last 12 I needed. I made a deal and got it, but I needed issue 2 of Something is Killing the Children with the other one. So I have the entire run now of Something's Killing Children.
Nice.
And I picked up whatever was offered to me at the best deal. So yeah, I had like variant covers and a couple signed ones, and but just to be able to sit through and read it now from start to finish with all the copies, it's one of my favorite modern series. I got this from my buddy Spro, Spro's Comics on Instagram. Does a lot of live sales, and I don't have my issue 1 is a reprint just because I didn't want to shell out for it right now, but I can read it, and that's all that really matters.
Yeah, that's an amazing book. Something is Killing Children.
It's
amazing.
It's a great story. It's great art. I love the character and the world development they've done with it. So I didn't think I'd be able to get this. It's only like 45 issues or so right now, so that's how I knew it would be, obtainable.
Did you read House of Slaughter?
I've read some of it, and I do enjoy it.
House of Slaughter is pretty good. That expands the lore even more.
I had some more of those issues, Sam, that I was going to get into, but then when I lost them, I was like, well, I'll focus on this first. Get these first. Because I keep hearing this has been adapted by someone or is people.
Oh, it's that one that does all the horror movies.
I know what you're talking about. Didn't you just do
the studio?
Blumhouse.
Yes. Blumhouse. Yes.
Because it was first option at Netflix, I think, but then they didn't do anything.
Yeah,
they were halfway through.
Yeah, but they're doing what did they say they were doing? An animated show and a live action, I think, movie.
Real nice.
I'm down for that. I was a big fan of the Matrix when it came out. When they did the Animatrix, I thought that was dope.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. So this represents one of the last 12 books I needed, and I got it. So that run is current now, and I plan on reading them over break. So that's my first book. I'm going to start round 2, and then we'll just keep going in the same order after me with Cliff. This was sent to me by my buddy Westbridge Comics on Instagram. we've been talking for a while, been friends. You develop those relationships within the comic book community. You just start talking to people, whether they watch your channel, your content, and you like the same thing. And I'm going to show a couple books he was kind enough to send me tonight. But this is the first one. It's my first pre-hero Marvel monster book collection. So it's Strange Tales 83. Most of these are in low grade because the paper quality wasn't meant to last. It's got the classic Marvel chippeting. I do love the 10-cent bubble up here.
Yes.
I think this might be the first appearance of Grog. But one of the Marvel dragons, obviously, kind of shadowed by Fin Fang Foom in Strange Tales 88 or 89 maybe. But yeah, so thanks to Westbridge Comics. Anyone on Instagram he does buy, selling, and trading, and he also cleans and presses. So hell of a nice guy just to send this along and kickstart my monster collection. So thank you, Peyton, for that. I really appreciate it, dude.
Nice.
I can't get enough of these monsters. Kirby goodness, man.
I really like that cover.
But I'm loving the modern shit too. If it wasn't for comic book YouTube, I wouldn't have been reading modern comics because people were like, "Oh, you like this? You'd love that," and that's how I got more into modern. Where's Cliff?
I'm here.
Cliff,
all right. At number 2, and it's funny because this is the first time I upgraded a book, and because I won it in like a $20 raffle, and I was like, all right, like I'm throwing my hat into the ring. I got a purple label at home. Let's see if I win this 6.0. And I did. And it was at Iacon last year. So it's All-Star Comics 58.
Oh, nice.
First Power Girl.
First Power Girl. That is one of the giveaway books in Mike's giveaway tonight.
No! Oh, my God.
Go back to that video and do hashtag Starling quick. You'll be entered.
Yeah.
First Power Girl. So what'd you do? You had a qualified or a restored copy?
I had a restored copy, which I ended up giving to my friend Dave for his birthday. And I won this in a $20 raffle thing. I was like, we'll see what happens.
That's those raffles, man. They can be addicted. They set the hook on one win. And have you entered any more since and had any luck, or?
Oh, I enter stuff all the time, and there's all sorts of things. Like this up here, that signed Venom is from a win from DJ Lynx. This Spider-Man here is Alonji, New Jersey. I won his giveaway, and I won that on the day I was headed to Empire Comics funeral, and like I felt like that was like monumental. I won this from Austin LeMay over here. Okay, so there's all sorts. Oh, I won this on Instagram as well. This Astonishing Tales bringing in Beast. So yeah, every so often I win. I'm gonna keep answering.
After the show, we'll be conducting a intervention with Cliff.
Right.
Listen, sometimes it's $20. Sometimes it's just reposted 20 times and tag 80 of your friends, and it just works.
Don't worry, Cliff. We'll get your fix by the end of the show. Someone will find one on Instagram.
And he does tag his friends. I'm one of them.
Yes. Yes.
You know there's a giveaway going on when some of your friends, you get tagged 17 times in a book you might like.
Hey, I don't mind.
I see Star Wars and Green Shirt Guy's like, what's happening? Why is Cliff bothering with me? He's like,
Every once in a while, all right.
Look, I only have one rule. If you tag me on one of those, this is for anybody that's watching, just let me know if you won or not, because I want to congratulate you if you did.
Yeah, right. Let me know if I helped. Let me know if my name helped. You can also send the proceeds to CBiz.
Right.
As a thank you. Well done, Cliff. All right, Sam, what you got for your next book?
All righty there, ladies and gents. Infinity Gauntlet #1. In my opinion, the best event that ever happened in comics. In my opinion. Secret Wars is, it's a close second. But this event right here, I don't know what it was, being young and collecting comics. But when this was on, because, I would read the Silver Surfer issues that led up to this. So when this dropped and this was on the shelf, I thought, my God, that is one of the best covers I had ever seen in my life. And when you open it up, it's George Perez doing the art, and just the storytelling of how Thanos got all the stones with Mephisto there, and the end of it, where he's like, well, he's trying to impress Death, right? And he's trying to do whatever he can to impress Death, and he just can't figure. He builds her monuments, he does all these other things, and nothing impresses her. Then all of a sudden, he gets this idea, and he's like, I know what I'm gonna do. And Mephisto, the line with Mephisto's like, he's really gonna do it, and he lifts his hands up, and he's smiling while he's about to snap, and he just snaps. And I was like, oh my God, this was incredible. Because then in issue 2, you see all the ramifications. But this is what Infinity War got the snap from and all that. And even though the story is not exactly like Infinity Gauntlet, this is what you want to read. You want to read the Infinity Gauntlet to find out how that story came about. And that's just one of my, to this day, I could read it issue 1 through 6 like it's nothing. You know what I mean?
I'm convinced no one has ever given a better synopsis of that book on YouTube. You are so passionate about that.
I love it, man. I love it.
I think it's one of the best comic covers ever. How Perez did it, and with the characters and Thanos and Death up in the corner.
Yeah.
That surprisingly might be the first time that book has been shown in like 25 episodes of the show.
Really?
I'm glad someone gave
Really?
it to. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm.
Which is surprising, but well done, my friend. Well done on the Infinity Gauntlet issue 1. C. Bizzle.
Yes. No disrespect to Sam. I will combat that. I'm a Marvel man myself, you know, a lot of people know. But I would say this. One of my favorite events of all time, which got me collecting DC, is The Blackest Night. That's not what I brought today. What I brought today is I had to get this book because of The Blackest Night. This is Green Lantern, issue number 25. There's so many keys in this. It's not even funny. Atrocitus, LaFreeze, the Blue Lantern. So many keys that characters that came out of this book. I had to go back. It's it. Yeah. I had to get this. I got this year. And like I said, no offense to Infinity Gauntlet. I'm a Marvel man. I love Marvel, but The Blackest Night made me say, "Hey, let me check DC out." And I've been collecting DC ever since. And so I had to go back and get one of my favorite villains in DC is Atrocitus, and I wanted to make sure I got his first appearance. So this is a book I got, Green Lantern, issue number 25.
So do you buy both DC and Marvel now?
Oh yeah. I don't know if y'all can see it, but there's blue dots and red dots. Those DC and Marvel, and all the way over here, it should be a yellow dot, but that's Independence. So I buy I buy a lot of stuff.
And color coded to keep it.
Yes.
I was gonna say I did not know about the color coding.
Yeah. Like this one over here, it has 3 colors because all 3 of them are in that box. So it's DC, Marvel, and Independence.
What about the
until I
stack
get
of
some more-
comics on top of the boxes?
Those are my extras. Those are books I gotta buy long boxes for. So I got more books than long boxes.
Space is always the issue, my friend. It's always.
I'm about less than 100 away, and I will have 1,200 or 12,000. I'm sorry.
12,000 books.
Yes. Y'all can't see it down here in this bookshelf right here. There's a bunch. It's like this is to the floor. So yeah, I gotta get some long boxes.
I'm gonna send you some for Christmas, C. Bizzle. All right, Phil, what do you got for your round 2 book?
Round 2 book is gonna be almost boring compared to like Infinity Gauntlet and stuff, but it's an actual favorite story of mine, Paper Girls.
Oh,
Issue number 1, and I was lucky enough to get the somebody had like the whole set on like a ringside swap group for like $30, and like it was like 30 books for like $30 of all the Paper Girls.
Give me a quick synopsis of Paper Girls.
Okay, they're like those 4 girls. The book starts out. These 4 girls are they're doing the paper route. So they're gonna do the newspaper route, and it's like the day after Halloween, so the residue of like Halloween is going on, so they're sticking together. And then like craziness happens, and they end up like time traveling. Yeah, sorry, Steve Bizzle, it's a time travel book too.
Oh.
And they end up, they end up time traveling like several things to the future, to the past. It's a crazy 30 issues.
You had me at Halloween and time travel.
Yeah.
Oh, not you too.
Hey, this show quickly becomes me writing down which books I'm going to buy that people have shown me.
Oh yeah, and it's Brian Vaughan, great writer. So
Paper Girls. All right.
Paper
How many
Girls.
issues? How many issues are out right now?
It's a 30, the whole story, 30 issues.
30 issues, whole story.
Yep.
All right, I'm in. Paper Girls. Good synopsis. If
It's,
Chris Parker
it's a
said,
great read. Highly recommend.
what's a quick synopsis of that? I guess he wanted me to do it too. All right, Green Shirt Guy, you're going to end round 2 and start round 3, brother.
Oh, all right. So let me. Okay. So I almost pulled my Infinity Gauntlets, but I'm glad I didn't because Sam did it because we have some repeats. So this book is special to me because, you know how you. I mean, I don't. But you go through those lulls where you just don't buy comics for a while, and I did, and then I didn't for a while, and then I started buying. I can't remember. I think it was out with a friend of mine. I was like, oh, that book looks interesting, so I got it, and then I got back into comics kind of off of that. Ghost number 1.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, I love this series. Started off, Adam Hughes was doing the interiors, and then I think about issue 7 or 8, they switched to somebody else. But yeah, Ghost.
Who's that signed by?
It's signed by Hughes.
Oh, no. Okay, yep.
Yeah, if I can get closer, yeah. Right here.
There it is.
yep.
So yeah.
When did that
hung
series
on to-
come out?
What's that?
When did that series come out?
This one, 95. So I was just basically had just finished high school. Now that I remember, and I remember there was a comic shop in the mall, and I was with a friend of mine. He's like, "Oh, let's go in the shop." I'm like, "All right." I haven't been in a comic shop in forever, and I was like, "Oh, that looks good. That looks good." So then, yeah, that's how I kind of got back into reading comics again.
Well, I just wrote that down again, so I'm going to have to check that out because I'd seen the cover, but I didn't know. I hadn't heard about the story.
Well, it was. I think it's always been Dark Horse. I'm trying to think if they switched. No, yeah, it's always been Dark Horse, and there's 2 runs early. The first run I think was 29 issues, 28 issues, and then the second run's like 30-ish, and then there was a break, and then they did like 2 short minis after that.
Ooh, interesting.
So yeah. So if we're doing event books, this is my event book that I always thought was fun and interesting. Black Vortex.
Oh yeah.
Love this story.
I
This is
remember
one of
that.
the first times where I bought all when it crossed over multiple books, and I bought all of them and kind of read an issue or 2 on either side to make sure that I, got where the individual characters were going before they all kind of came together in the story. I'm trying to remember which is it. I think the Kree planet gets destroyed in this. Yeah, it's fun. The artwork's great. McGinnis did the cover. I'm trying. I think that's why I've got it signed by. Yeah, McGinnis signed it.
Oh, it is a
Black
McGinnis?
Vortex.
Wow.
Yeah, Black Vortex.
Mm-hmm. I have that book.
Dude, I'm learning about. I love when I learn books on this show that I haven't seen before. It's easy sometimes. People just want to bring like the bigger, heavy. That's a great Black Vortex, huh?
Mm-hmm. Black Vortex Saga, I think, was the event because it was in that. It was in Guardians of the Galaxy. There was a team up with Ronan the Accuser. Siebels will help me out. I'm trying to think what the other ones were.
Oh, I haven't. I can't even help you out right now. It's been so long since I read that book.
Yeah, there's like I said, there's like 4 or 5 series that it bounces through. So
Yeah.
Very cool. All right. I got these books were sent to me by a team member of the Codex station, another kind of a group station that does a lot of in-depth stuff. Most of the guys are in Maryland, but my buddy Dan Kelly went to, I think it was Baltimore Comic-Con, and I had lost these books, and he rebought them for me, but he got Len Weeks to sign them, who did the interior art. So
Oh,
Predator versus
Ooh.
Magna Spider 1 and 2. It's really cool.
Wow.
These are Barry Windsor Smith covers,
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
which is really cool. I thought I like that the Predator's like cloaked in that one. But yeah, Dan was kind enough to get him signed by Lee Weeks for me, and who does fantastic interior art and helped me add him back to my collection. So shout out to Dan. Really great group of guys, very knowledgeable, and he also did a Man Thing drawing for me. I don't have it, that I lost, that he redid for me. So great artist, great guy. That is my round 3 pick.
Nice.
Cliff.
All right.
It's weird not to have you just going off tonight. Like 17 control. Did someone give you a sedative tonight?
Just wait.
No,
Give him
no,
time.
I came with a full understanding of the rules tonight. So I was on a Defenders kick, and really struggling to like get like some key things. But like this year, my focus was really Legion of Superheroes this year. But I found a really good deal on this 6.5, and my guttural love of the Defenders brought me to this Prince Namor the Submariner #1.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
Where'd you get that from, Cliff?
Oh, eBay battle. I love a good eBay battle. You know, like people forget that it can still happen. You can still find magic on eBay, you know?
Yeah.
Submariner. So favorite Defenders team?
Oh no, I love the classics. I love
Classics.
Doctor Strange, Namor, the Hulk, and Surfer. And you know what I really love? I love that their first mission is basically a catastrophe. You know, they come back. Surfer is pissed because he's still trapped on Earth. The woman they went to rescue spent too much time merged with an interdimensional demon, so like she can't go back to normal. Everyone's upset. Like, I just love that their first mission, like they stopped like the imminent threat, but like no one was happy. And like Doctor Strange like ends issue 3 completely questioning himself about what kind of leader he is. And I'm like, now that's damn good. You know? I was like, that's a great way to start off a series and make me go, whoa, what's going on here?
Submariner #1 is a classic. Congrats. You picked that up this year?
I picked that up this year, yes.
Congratulations. Cliff. All right, Sam. Cliff.
This next book is going to be very controversial, my friends. It's loved by many and hated by just as many as well.
Oh no.
But we I am at least happy every time this book shows up in the top 20.
I knew that was going to be it.
Spawn #1. Toddy McFarlane.
That's not too controversial. Like, sorry.
Yeah.
But this book right here, ladies and gentlemen, there's so much history behind this book. When that era, when Todd McFarlane rounded up everybody at Marvel and purposely said we're quitting, and then walked across the street to DC and said we're not working for you either. We just wanted to come over here and tell you that. And then they started Image Comics. I think Youngblood was the first Image comic, I think. But when this dropped and Todd McFarlane Spawn, oh my goodness. The craze went. Todd McFarlane became a legend at that point. He was already legendary from Amazing Spider-Man, like probably the greatest artist to ever do Amazing Spider-Man, as far as his version making Spider-Man explode on the pop scene. But when he got his own property, Spawn, oh my goodness, I should have bought at least 10 of these, but I only bought like 2 of them. And I actually lost them and I had to go back and rebuy them. But just look at the colors on this, and just look at this. Like, that's just classic right there to me. Anyway, you know what I mean? Now, do I continue to read Spawn? No, I kind of stopped because it was just going. I wasn't feeling it. But as far as monumental and what this book means, it's legendary right here in the history of comics. Yeah,
couldn't agree more, man. That's like that. When I think of '90s, I think of that comic. Like that's the book right there. And Todd is now booked out for CGC signings. People can't get enough. I'm sure he's signed a ton of those still.
Yeah.
16,000 and counting, baby.
And I don't
Yeah. but Sam's you could read. It's not graded. Like,
Yes, it's not graded.
you get to see it, and it's like glory.
that movie is my guilty pleasure. I love the
Oh, I
Right?
love that movie. That
Yeah.
movie's great.
Yeah,
love that movie.
absolutely. Yeah, it's what we got for comic book movies back then, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, C Bizzle.
That's a fantasy
Okay.
movie you could have chosen over The Grinch.
Brutal.
Oh, Lady Hawk. All right.
Leave
So-
Lady Hawk alone.
I watched Lady Hawk
Is-
4 times in a row before I watched The Grinch again.
Is this a key book? No. Is this an expensive book? Absolutely not. But this book is important to me because it filled a hole that I needed. This is X Factor issue number 128.
Oh.
Now, reason why this book is important, I am trying to complete the run of volume 1 of X Factor. This was the last book. Only thing I need now is like 2 annuals, 2 issues of the annual. But outside of the annuals, from 1 through I want to say 149, I have the complete run.
Nice.
So I
Nice.
needed this to complete my run of X Factor volume number 1, and then next year for 2026, volume 2.
How many issues are in volume 1, C Bizzle?
I want to say 149. Let me double check. I'm right on the app already. The greatest app ever, which is CLZ Comics. Is, I don't care what you say. It
I
is
was gonna say,
100.
until they're paying us, it's whatever we think it is.
Well, yeah.
And
It's
when they're paying us, it's
149.
still the best one.
Yes.
149.
149, and there's 9 volumes. I mean 9 issues of the annual. I'm only missing 2.
Congratulations, man. That's a hell of a run. Just a dent in the back boxes back there.
right? Is it? They are in that one box over my shoulder down below.
Knows exactly where they are.
See,
I love
Bizzle, what's your favorite story arc in that first volume of X Factor?
It was when the team got changed over in issue number 71. I want to say, is it
The
I wanna
Havoc
say-
team?
the Havoc team? I do like when I decided to start this venture. One of the first things I did was got the major key out the way, which was issue number 6, the first Apocalypse, and then everything else just fell in line. Because most of these books they're not hard to find, they're not that expensive. So issue 71, that's when Peter David started writing it and changed it over to Havoc's team.
My favorite is right before that, but when Portacio was doing the art.
Oh
When
yeah,
Portacio,
yeah.
oh my goodness. I had never seen X Factor shine as much as when Portacio was there, bro.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
there's some volumes after volume 2 of X Factor I'm not really a fan of, but I'm going to still get them because I just want to complete the whole set. And then and go from there.
So you're completist, huh? See,
Oh.
Oh,
Yep.
thank you, Matt Spidey.
Hey, Matt Spidey.
I'd
Look
tell
at
you I was going to
you.
use it for something responsible, but then I'd be lying because I'm already drinking because the holidays have forced me to. I'm sorry. So, thank you, Matt Spidey. Very nice of you. Phil, you're going to end round 3 and start round 4, my friend. Legend, Spidey. Legend, Simon.
Ending round 3. This is issue number 1 of Monstrous, also from Image Comics.
Ooh.
Right?
All right. I like if you remember what it was like when you first opened Spawn number 1, and like had like no comic really looked like that at the time. Like I felt that same way when I opened up like Monstrous issue number 1. Like the art was just like amazing. Story's pretty good. She's got like a monster living in her. She lost her arm, so the monster kind of like comes out of like where her arm used to be.
You had me at Monster. You guys are showing me too much
Yep.
shit. I gotta go buy it.
Yeah. Monstrous issue number 1, and I also got this one autographed along the way.
Nice.
New
I
York
love it.
Comic Con.
So you went to New York
I
Comic
can
Con
highly
this past
recommend
year?
it if you're not reading it. Go check it out.
Did you go to New York Comic Con this past year, Phil?
I did not go this past year. It's been a couple years since I went, actually.
I went in 2014, and that once was enough.
Yo, I'm with you. Yo,
It's expensive.
we went a couple
Damn,
years
prices
ago,
are-
and I was overwhelmed. Like totally. We real
Oh,
quick
he
story.
turned white
Re-
twice.
Really quick story. We were downstairs in Artist Alley, and I'm like, "Oh, this is cool. This is Comic-Con. This is cool. This is a lot." And
Mhm.
Cliff is like, "All right, we're going upstairs." And I was like, "Upstairs? What do you mean? There's an upstairs?" And he's like, "What?" He's like, "Come on." So as we're going up the elevator, and I begin to see like it all come into view, and I was just like, "Oh my god!" I like
Which day did you
deflated.
go on?
That
We
was
went on
Thursday.
Thursday.
Oh, so you went on the slow day.
Yeah,
and,
and I'm
Frank-
still.
and he was turning white as a ghost when we got when we
Yeah,
got
going on
up
Friday,
there.
man.
It's
Friday
it's
was
so
nuts.
much. It's
He
just
would
so
not
much.
have survived Friday. And then at one point, like he was at first overwhelmed. He was like, "This is like the world's largest comic book warehouse in the universe." And I was like, "Okay, let's go find some people I know." So we go to the back, find Terry and his wife Leia, have a good time, chit chat, get some footage. We come up front, and he's turning white as a ghost again. And I'm like, "Why?" And he goes, "Look at that cabinet." And I'm like, "What about it?" And there's like a 6.5 Amazing Fantasy. There's an All-Star Comics #1. There's
Yeah.
an X-Men #1. And I'm like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "It's in a cabinet. There's a camera watching us." I'm like, "Are you okay?" And thank God Anthony, who owns the LCS, came around the corner. And I'm like, "I don't know what's happening to Sam right now." And what's really
Overload.
what's
Overload.
funny is my first big convention was when I was 13 years old, right? McFarlane was downstairs and you needed a ticket to see him. Everybody got a ticket. It was crazy. You know, there was comic books everywhere. And I was 13. It was just after, no, I was 14. It was just after my grandmother passed away. And my mom left me there for the afternoon. She's like, "Here's a couple $100. Don't spend it all in one place. I'm out. We'll be back."
Jeez.
Jeez.
Nice.
She's like, "This is your inheritance. Enjoy." Right. And so I did. And I went around. I got stuff signed by Bagley and Mignola. And again, I'm 14 and stuff. But like that was like all those feelings. Like I started to work them out then. Right. I'm like, "Oh shit, that's an X-Men #1 on the wall." So I, in my 40s, am watching my friend, and I'm like, "Oh my God, no, he's never had this experience before, and I don't know what to do."
There's
I
the
don't go to
quote.
that. It's just too expensive.
That's amazing. That's so sweet. And I know what you mean. I was like that. My wife was with me. She didn't understand what was going on. She bought me tickets to it, and I lost my mind. But I digress. Phil, what's your next book, brother?
All right. Next book is there's nothing. It's not an expensive book. It's not a key book or anything. It is just probably the darkest thing I've read out of Marvel Comics in a very long time. And it's Jason Aaron's The Punisher, issue number 11.
So that's some dark shit.
Oh yeah, this is the Punisher is working with the Hand, and the Hand has brought back his wife Maria.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's got the beast in him, and I think he takes out Ares, the god of war, earlier in this series. In this issue right here, as it's coming to an end, you find out that Maria in the park the day she was like killed, she was going to divorce Frank Castle.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's like I said, it's a dark issue, and you find kind of that out in this issue, and he's also like kind of taking out the Avengers and stuff as this is like going on. It's a pretty epic issue.
Did you guys hear the rumor about Frank Castle being a part of the Hand in Spider-Man Brand New Day?
No.
Well, I know the Hand is in the movie, and he's kind of like fighting them, I think. So
I heard there's whispers of a rumor like he's with them for a second or something, or maybe he was pretending to be with them. But
Does
yeah,
fight Daredevil
excited for
too.
that.
Yeah, your memory served right. Yeah, he does fight Daredevil in that whole series.
Yes,
Yep.
yes. Well done. All right, green shirt guy.
Oh, my next one. So this one's a first for me because this is the first book I ever got graded. And I'd actually, I think it was my second or third show. It might have been my second. I'm trying to remember. And I'm like, "Oh, let me get. I brought some books to get signed, and it was both guys were there, So I was like, all right, perfect. Number 1, I'll get it signed and I'll have it for my collection. And I walk up, and credit to John Layman who wrote the book. He's like, oh, this. He goes, this copy is in really good shape. I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm like, I have 2 of them. This is the one I've never opened before. He goes, oh, well, before I sign this, you might want to go get CGC over here and have them. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. So he explained, like, oh, so I went and got him and came back, and shoe number 1.
Oh, nice.
9.8. Very
And
nice.
they
Great.
both signed it. So yeah.
Double sign 9.8.
Artist and
Fantastic.
writer.
Nice.
I was
And
supposed to read.
this is the old CGC. Look how thin that slab is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, can you show that book again?
Sure.
Yeah, it says white pages underneath, right? It's not on the.
Amazing.
I love the old
Nice.
labels.
This is
Coming.
and I've loved this series from the get-go. It's fun if you haven't read it. So yeah.
I've heard of that series. I can't believe I haven't bought it yet.
It was supposed to be a TV show at one point, and it just kind of sat in limbo since. Stephen Yeun was supposed to do it before they when Chu kind of fell through, they yanked him to do Invincible. That's why he does Invincible now.
Yeah, not a bad move either.
Right?
All right, my second to last book is another one. This is freaking out there. I'd never seen this before, but again, M.O.N.Comics. It was in his package. It's a magazine format, so the code didn't affect it. From '69, so like right at the end silver, beginning of bronze. Weird. Look at
Oh, that's awesome.
Hey.
this. I
Very nice.
had never seen this
Damn.
before. This is not holding anything back on the
No.
Nope.
I love it.
wild,
Oh,
right?
my.
I had never seen this before.
That hook in the chin is amazing.
I'm
Yeah.
scared to open this thing. If they did this on the cover,
Right?
Oh,
I
There's
just-
one
right?
on the side.
I hadn't heard of this before. I mean, there's an old Golden Age weird, for pre-code horror, but man, magazines got away with some shit where comics had to follow the code. I know the 70s it started to loosen up, but not this loose.
No.
If anyone knows anything about this, drop a comment if you're watching this on the replay, because I'm going to take a deep dive into that. But thanks again to Westbridge Comics for legit the scariest comic I think I've ever owned now as far as the cover goes.
Those are the ones.
Don't we know don't we know like the restorer? I think he has a couple issues of Weird that he restored.
Who restored Weird?
Like Clifford Greenshrink, I would know. Is it Jim Sinnott or something?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. I think he had a couple like.
Well, I put Cliff on. I'm going to open it up and look. But yeah, this is wild. This is just, I can't show my kids look through my comics sometimes. I'm like, no.
Those are the covers when we
Like,
do
girls,
the
you
movers
can't
and
look at this.
shakers.
No.
Nightmare fuel.
When we do the movers and shakers on Wednesdays, those are the covers I always go for.
That is true.
They're out there. Like you don't see those.
No, you don't.
So I picked this book up.
Oh, he wouldn't have restored that one. No, this would have been a very newer book. He would have restored that one. Yours is going to be original.
Yeah.
All right, Cliff.
So I picked this up May 7th, 2024. Won it in an auction for $140. It's a CGC 8.5, and it's also eventually in a later issue revealed the first appearance of Misty Knight, and it takes place at Christmas, and it's Marvel Team Up #1.
Nice.
Are you trying to get all the team ups, Cliff? Or are you trying to do the run?
I was trying to do the run. It was like this and Defenders, and like I'm getting there, but this was such a big win for me,
Love that cover.
I'm
Can you put a
super
little
proud.
close to the camera? Yeah, it's a beautiful cover.
It's such a great cover, and there's an homage variant on one of the Miles books where Miles and Spidey are both being beaten down by somebody. I gotta hunt that book down.
Nice. Well done, Cliff.
So yeah, that's my
Not as good as your New York Comic Con story, but still good.
that New York Comic Con is great. So that's my number 4.
I love it, Cliff. All right, Sam, what you got for number 4?
Number 4. I thought I had to throw in a DC book because I do like DC. They're not my favorite, but this book made me get really into DC. It's an event book, and I'll just put it up. Flashpoint #1. When I was like green shirt guy in and out of comics at one point, you know what I mean, just going into shops, and I picked this up. And I was like, all right, let's see what it is. Oh my goodness, was this so good? And I think this at the end they show the not Bruce Wayne, but the other Batman,
Thomas Wayne.
Thomas Wayne, and I was like, this is great. I of a altering of universes and the Flash, like it made sense too. You know what I mean? Like it made sense. And I love the fact that it wasn't Bruce, it was Thomas Wayne. And this event was the first big DC event for me that I was like, okay, DC, I'm gonna start reading some of your stuff.
Yeah, when I first saw the Flashpoint Paradox, that's one of the best animated cartoons for superhero movies. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah,
it just blows your mind, the shit that happens in that.
It's just dope.
Yeah.
A
lot of firsts tonight. A lot of firsts that no one's shown. I'm glad Flashpoint's getting its due. See Bizzle, DC or Marvel now.
This book, this second to last book, I was surprised I got it for the price I got it for. I'm just glad that the COVID bubble for comic books burst so that I can afford some of these books. I was so happy to get this book. I left the original price on it to show you guys. I didn't pay this price. Just let you know, I did not pay this price for it. This is Invincible Iron Man #9, the first appearance of Riri Williams.
Very nice.
As you can see, it says $100. I didn't pay nowhere near that. I paid less than $22 with shipping.
Wow.
So the prices are going down. I'm so happy to add this to my collection. I also do have her the first issue of Ironheart, so to go along with this. So yeah, I'm so happy I was able to add this to my collection. And I got her second appearance as well. So I might just try to see if I could complete this run of Invincible Iron Man.
It's a great run. That run, that whole run's great. Did Marquez did the artwork on that?
I want to say that name right there.
I can't see it.
Yeah, I'm not sure who. Is it Dio?
Is it Diodato?
Yes, that's who it is.
Did the interiors?
Yes. See?
Huh, I don't remember. Yeah.
Oh yeah! Wow.
Nice. So why don't you take us into round 5, see Bizzle, to finish off the night of round 5.
Okay. So I'm gonna take y'all back. September 3rd. The Council Comics was doing a normal show. We didn't think nothing of it. I didn't think nothing of it.
Oh yeah, I know.
I'm sitting there maxing and relaxing, couching and slouching. You know how I do.
Are all 5 coming out?
And no. I'm sitting there and I get a message from somebody here. I get a message from Brandon from my Instagram. Say, hey, did you get your package? I was like, yeah. I think that number. Yeah, I got the package.
Freaking.
All of a sudden, Cliff says, open your box. You could go back and rewatch the video. He said, open your box. I said, okay. I saw the Superman. And then I looked down. I was like, oh my God. When I saw this, and I was on the show when you presented it. This means a lot to me. This is probably the best gift I ever gotten from anybody in the community. I'm just gonna let you know that right now, Brandon. I was speechless then, and every once in a while I'll go back. Like I'm in this room most of the time because I work from home, and I have a tendency to keep it right next. You can ask these guys. I kept it next to me for at least
The
a
whole week,
couple of months.
because
Yes.
we did our normal show on Monday, the Wednesday show, and you still had it sitting next to you when we did our drawing show on Thursday.
Yes. Nobody's given me something like this ever, of this magnitude. This is Fantastic Four annual issue number 6. Now people will say, "Oh, the first appearance of Franklin Richards." No, that's not why I wanted. Brandon, you remember what I said? The reason why I wanted this book, and it was
First appearance of Annihilus.
First appearance of Annihilus. If you go back in January and look up my video of my Grail books in January, this was one of them. And I said, I want this book for Annihilus. To me, Annihilus is one of the most underrated Marvel villains of all time. And I'm super happy. I want to thank you so much. This is not leaving my collection. Like I said, when we decided to come on this show, we found out a couple weeks. I brought it back out. I said, "Yep, this is the first book I went and grabbed." So I want to thank you again, Brandon, so much for this, and it will remain in my collection.
You're very welcome. The thing that sparked it was you guys told that story about what you did for Matt for Heroes for Hire.
Yeah.
Actually, he was on the show, and you guys had gifted him the first appearance of the Falcon.
Yes.
And I remember you had helped spearhead that, and I was like, well, that's just good comic karma. It's got to come around at some point. And I'm glad. I wish I had sent all my Raw books out before September 7th. We would have been in much better places. So there's a few miracle books or miracles that happened, like small wins, like that got to you.
Yes.
Cliff's shirt came to me late. I ordered some stuff from Comics Curing Cancer that came after that, like books from Austin LeMay and the Crow variant they had. So there was small wins. I was like, man, I'm glad I ordered this shit, or I'm glad.
For real. I mean, the way those things played out are it's amazing.
Well, if it wasn't for this community, I wouldn't have the collection sitting in the other room that I do right now, because I just most of my stuff is tied up in getting our rebuild going. And I was fortunate enough to be gifted a lot of comics by people, both reading material and some real gems. So you're most welcome, man. I'm glad you showed that book. It's I remember you were like, I don't care about Franklin Richards, I want Annihilus.
Nothing against Franklin Richards. It's just
right.
Annihilus was the key. Like if I get Amazing Spider-Man 129, it's because I want to get it for the Jackal.
I'm glad I didn't save it to send out till Christmas for you, because that wouldn't have gone
right.
Okay. Oh, all right. So shout out to Joe, who's in the chat, because he spearheaded it, just to be fair.
Okay, Joe. All right.
He said the biggest secret project, himself, the council, Izzy, Cup of Comics, we all took part in it. So I want to give him
well done.
It was his connect who arranged it. And then when Joe finally had the mind together, the guy's like, oh, I want you to know I sold the one I had. But now I have this other one that's a grade up.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's the one that went to Matt. So
well
I feel
done.
like all parts of that story, all things ended well that started well.
Yeah, this community can really turn some shit up when we need to. It's pretty amazing. Thank you, C Bizzle. Well done. You're welcome, dude. Enjoy it. Phil, what do you got for your last book of the night?
Last book of the night is something I won very cheap off of eBay a long time ago, like $28, and took it, got it signed down in Comic-Con, of course. And I finally got around to getting it graded and CBC authenticated this year.
Ooh.
But it is Days of Future Past, X-Men 141, and I got it autographed by Claremont.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
The great man. I got to
you
meet him at Trivicon. He was super nice. He takes his time with people, that's for damn sure.
yeah.
That's what I heard.
But he was super nice. That's an awesome
It was a key book. It popped up on eBay, and I was like, "Yo, let me try it." And I was like, "I'm not gonna go any higher than like 30," and it popped for me. I was like, "Wow, I got the issue." So I got the other one too.
It is. Throw it up
like
there.
Same deal. So I got them both signed. Like,
Nice.
Yeah, dude.
Nice.
That's great. I love hearing eBay wins. Well done, Phil. Green shirt guy.
My last one, and Cliff, you won't be surprised to see that who the character is. I don't know how I missed when the run started, so I had to read this book initially. I had to read it digitally. I bought it on Comixology way back when it was still doing its thing, and then it's the only one I didn't own for forever. So I eventually found it on eBay, got it for a decent price. It's signed twice. It's a 9/8.
Ooh.
Batman #1.
Oh, hell yeah.
Love it. It's one of my favorite. This is, this first arc is still one. I read it every year. It's one of my favorites. But yeah, this cover is pretty iconic. So
Capullo's not too far from me. He's over in Schenectady. I'm not that far. And when I saw him at Terrificon, he was walking around. I was like, "Hey, shout out Schenectady." He's like, "Well, you're from upstate if you know how to pronounce that name."
right.
And super nice guy though. I stopped and chatted with him, and I think Snyder was there too.
They were both there.
Yeah,
because that's when I started my whole grinder thing with them.
Jeez.
The first day I talked to Capullo about meeting him when I was 17 at the Kingston Armory, and he's like, "Man, that was so long ago," and we had a good chat. And then the next day he remembered who I was, but Scott didn't pay any attention to me. And I'm like, "Are you two guys for one chub? I'm trying to find my grinder dates." And they're having a drink at the bar, and Capullo, remembering me, laughed, and Snyder's like, "What? Oh, we're laughing. Okay."
oh my God.
Look at that damn clip.
I'm shipping everyone around here. I'm sorry, my damn computer is going off. All right.
It's happened to all of us.
My last book, I've only bought a couple books, and this is one that I had to have. I've always wanted a book by this artist. He is what I would say on my Mount Rushmore of Golden Age artists. Chris from Cheddar Comics on Instagram, who's a wonderful seller, had this in a sale. He got this one owner Golden Age horror collection. He worked out the deal with his wife to consign and sell it, and this was on there, and I beat another guy by seconds, but it is Spook number 24. Ooh. It is an L.B. Cole awesome mummy cover. I've always wanted an L.B. Cole book. This one was finally getting it raw, was in the range. It has his little L.B. Cole right there. But for me, he's one of the top Golden Age artists. Just the way that he drew faces and his colors he chose to use were just so wild.
I really like the trade dress on that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can't go wrong.
The colors really pop.
Yeah, so in the lower grade, just to own it, I'm real cool with. I've looked at the art; it's fantastic. So that's what I'm ending 2025 with, and I'm really grateful to end it with this because this was a big one off my list to add for pre-code horror. I had some great pre-code horror books. Joe Maneely's another one of my favorite artists from back in the day, and I lost those books, but this was the one I wanted to add back. So Spook issue 24. Yeah, can't go wrong with L.B. Cole.
Nice.
Yeah.
Brilliant. All right. I want you to know this was super hard. I mean, there's some trading card variants I want from Thunderbolts, and Old Wolf sent me one for Christmas. I've been chasing down Legion appearances, the early Legion appearances, and John's Comics for Friends sent me one of those in a 4.5 CBCS slab. But I worked really hard to get this particular book, and so I'm kind of just champion books that were a big hit for me. This is one of the more expensive early Legion appearances, and of course it features Supergirl. So her movie hasn't made this any easier on me. There are 5 Legion first appearances in this, including Brainiac 5, Sunboy, Phantom Girl, Triplicate Girl, Shrinking Violet, and Bouncing Boy. And if people remember, this is also that I was ordering from Hong Kong, and I sweat for 2 weeks waiting for it to arrive. But it's Action Comics 276 and a 4.0. Supergirl officially joins the Legion of Superheroes.
What a great cover. Can you read the artist and writer tidbits up there for me, Cliff?
Yes. All right. So Robert Bernstein and Jerry Siegel on stories, Wayne Boring and Jim Mooney on art, Kurt Swan and Stan Kay on the cover. The late great Kurt Swan.
Friggin' gorgeous, dude.
Yeah. And I like that both stories are Supergirl stories.
So that you got that from Hong Kong? Was it an eBay buy?
It was an eBay buy.
Oh
This
man.
book, and and with shipping and everything, I paid $270, which is a bargain for this book in a 4.0.
Yeah, I'd be sweating.
Matt likes comics. Will tell you it's a bargain for this book because he had to hunt down his own copy, and they are not cheap.
I sweat when I order like some kind of modern clothing from Hong Kong through the mail.
Right?
If I had been aware, I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have pulled the trigger. I would have been too scared. But I'm actually glad that I didn't know because I actually got the book. It's real.
Was it an auction? Were you bidding on it in an auction?
Yeah, it was an auction, and I won. And I was like, "Holy crap!" I was like,
and then you looked at where they were from.
And then I looked at where it was coming from. Like,
No.
and I was every day I was sweating, and then one day I get this notification with the USPS tracking number, and I'm like, "It's coming."
Something's coming. You didn't know that was in the body. You're glad.
No, because the tracking number started at Jamaica Bay Queens. Is that it?
I think so.
I have no clue.
Where did Jean Grey emerge from the water as Phoenix?
Oh,
Queen Bay, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Jamaica Queen Bay is one of the sites of our when it comes to it comes
Jamaica Bay.
through when you come through. Thank you, it is Jamaica Bay. Thank you, Lunchman. God, I love you, Mike, so much. You're one of my favorite pocket boyfriends that I don't have. But anyhow, God, what is it called? Customs. It was there, so it originated from customs.
There we go.
Woo!
I was like,
Oh, great book. Cliff.
Hey,
Yes,
I was
Not smelling
Hey,
toast or anything. Okay?
I would say Cliff needs to do videos on how to do auctions because he be winning a lot of auctions.
well, first of all, you actually have to have the money in the bank. That's the first thing. When I actually have the money, I'm like, "Oh, let me get in there. You know." And then and you're like, "Oh my God, what did I do?" And then you're like, "Okay, it's cool. I'm getting the book." And then you're like, "Wait a second." You can see him blushing when you're like,
Oh,
"He's the best." I've picked him up. I've given him the around the world. He's just the best.
well, we're both big guys. Yeah, we make like
Yo.
Sam, take us home, man. Take us home.
All right. I didn't know it was going to be last, but I guess this is fitting. This book is the best book I got this year. Been a pretty rough year. My mother passed away at the beginning of this year, and it happened at the same time as my birthday. And when I came back from Puerto Rico for my birthday, the council was like, "Oh, we got something for you." And I was like, what you got? And they gifted me G.I. Joe 21, the first appearance of Storm Shadow, 6.5. I don't have this book. I'm trying to complete the run, and it was just a lot at the moment. And I got it on video. I was really trying to fight back a lot of tears because it was just a lot. It showed that they cared a lot. They knew what my passions were and stuff like that. And it just felt really, really good. So out of all the books I gotten this year, this book remains number one. It's on my shelf over here. I keep it up there because it's just a lot that comes with the memory of getting this book. And I appreciate the council for getting together and getting that from me. And that's my last book.
I'm so sorry for your loss too, dude.
Oh, thank you. It's good. It's okay.
I know how that goes, and that is great. Could you tell the chat what's special about that book? That's one of my favorites.
This is the first appearance of the Storm Shadow, and it is the silent issue. First silent issue. I want to say in comics, but I'm pretty sure there's other silent issues, but this was the most, I guess, impactful silent issue. in comic books. And it like started off the whole Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow connection with the Arashikage.
Yeah.
And the tattoo that they had and stuff. And funny story about what Larry Hama said when he was writing this book. He was like, I didn't even know Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow were going to be linked together. I just write the book as it goes. And I was like, oh, you know, it'd be pretty cool. At the end of the issue, if Storm Shadow's hand comes off, you see the tattoo and all that stuff. And you see that they're linked together. And I was like, oh, okay. So that's the significance of this book. This book in like a 9.8. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's no joke.
Oh my god.
Yo, Joe.
Yo, Joe.
That is fantastic. Well, gentlemen, you guys brought us through some epic personal books tonight, and I appreciate that. Why don't we, whoever wants to speak up before I do this giveaway, drawn from Mike from Lunch Money, tell me where, I know some of you guys have your own channels and you guys do your regular council comic stuff. Where can people in the chat or watching the rewind find you guys?
See, Bill, go first.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yes. What's your personal channel?
Oh, okay. So my personal channel is Couching and Slouching with C Bizzle. Every Monday, I will post the 3 books I'm most hyped for that I want to pick up for New Comic Book Day. Every Wednesday, I'll put out my entire books that I pull for New Comic Book Day. I didn't do it this Wednesday because it's Christmas Eve. I just want to spend time with my family. So that short will be returning next week. So and on Thursdays, we still have get a new date. We do fill in the blanks with my co-host over here.
There you go.
This way? This way? Or this? Okay.
You're to the left of me.
Anyways, where we do sketches. Let me wheel back real quick. So we did Department of Truth this past week. Go back and go to the rewind. It was great. We had a great time. We during that show, we're not only drawing, but we also doing Would You Rathers. We do Ink It or Erase It. And we have a great time. And Phil is our host. He's an excellent host for our show. And keeps us on track. Because sometimes we do go off the rails. But yes, that's what I'll be doing.
Very good. Cliff, you got your own channel too, right?
I do. We got Cliff on Comics, where I've won for most engaging host this year. And thank you for supporting my show.
Sponsor tonight. Send me the check later. All good.
I will have M.O.N. the storyteller herself this Saturday morning for Comics and Coffee, and we're going to be talking about the Zelda Awards. It's going to be great. Tonight was amazing. Friday night, I've got a special with Velvet Joker, and we're going to be talking with Otto and somebody else about all the hits and misses of 2025. And, just lots of fun stuff. And, of course, January 1st at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, it's my birthday stream. It's going to be great. And also, members to my channel, don't forget, I'm giving away some cool stuff this month, including this Jorge Jimenez signed issue of Batman number 91.
Look at that.
Nice.
Freaking gorgeous.
Look at that, Jorge.
Love it, Cliff. Love it.
You got a bunch of comments with it too.
I guess for the channel, it's the Council of Comics. If you guys are watching, go subscribe to the channel. We have tons of shows. We go live 3 to 4 times a week. On Sundays at 5 p.m., 2 p.m. Pacific, we do film and box office news where we go over all the TV and film stuff. On Mondays, we do new keys and hot comics of the week. 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific, where we go over all the new books, the new keys. It's also the central show where we show all the giveaway stuff. We like to call it the greatest monthly giveaway in comics, where you can just be a subscriber and try to win a hashtag duck and be put in the end of the month race to see if you can win. We also have a membership giveaway if you want to become a member. And this month is probably is our biggest one of the year. So far, the subscriber giveaway has like 50 books, a 9.8 slab, figures. The membership giveaway has also like 54 books, like 4 figures, sketches. If you want to have a chance to win that, you got to go on our lives and try to win a hashtag duck. And then on Wednesdays, we do Council Comics Live. We put the link in the chat. You guys can come join us. You can join us on the show. As long as you don't get too spicy and you put your camera on, you can get on the show for that. Then every other Thursday is Fill in the Blanks with Green Shirt Guy, Phil, and C. Bizzle. And other content like non-live videos like new keys and not new keys, comic book pickups is up to like 92. New comic book day. We just did episode 150. We got a new show with Phil. Laser Disc with Phil, episode 2's coming up. We got video games with Joey coming up. We got Sigs and Comms with Benny. It's just going to be a more personable year for the council. So a lot of great things coming. So just go subscribe and
Schnikes,
join
yes.
us. Yeah.
Go subscribe. The link to their channels in the description of this video. And I'll add in, I forgot to add in C Bizzles and Cliffs. I'll put them down there too. But go sub these guys up. Like you just heard, they have a ton of great content. They love comics like the rest of us. And I appreciate you guys, again, taking time. It's Christmas Eve. And, I reached out to Cliff to get you guys on and no one hesitated. And I really appreciate that because I know time is precious, especially right now. Around the holidays when we're all just, either trying to get stuff tied up or prepare for, it goes, it's Christmas right into New Year's. So I appreciate all of you guys for joining tonight and bringing some epic books, and definitely hope to have you on again in the future. It's just fun to see what people collect. And I've got a whole list of stuff I need to go buy now. Thanks to you guys. And, let's just do this giveaway real quick. Anyone who has entered in the Lunch Money Comics,
just let you know, we do have several ducks for you as well.
I heard that. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many ducks for you, Mom. They never win, but there are so many ducks.
Hey, that's all right. It's not letting me screen share. Let's see here. There we go. Can you guys see it?
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. I got 294 comments loaded. So congratulations to MSE128. So when you see this, feel free to reach out to Lunch Money Comics on Instagram. He will get your shipping address and he will ship those books out. Congrats for winning that. You got some great books coming. Like I said, I think he X-Men Annual or the 14, the first Gambit, first Cameo Gambit, first Power Girl. He did some good stuff. So
first freaking Power Girl.
First freaking Power Girl. Congratulations on that. So gentlemen, again, I'll see you backstage real quick. Thanks to the chat for hanging out. I appreciate everything. I hope everyone, if you celebrated Hanukkah, had a happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Stay safe out there, guys. Hope you get to hang out with your family, read some comics. And until next time, just keep reading those comics.